Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So it's been a really interesting day, hasn't it? It's kind of everything that we're working towards kind of falling into place, and we're at this position now, and I thought what better video to do than one reaching out to validators and node partners. Now, why is it important we reach out to these validators? This is because we need all of these validators to now choose to download the new update that Terra Rebels have produced, which is the final version, so to speak. Sorry about that, folks. I'm still recovering from my throat operation on top of having a broken back, so sometimes my breath gets taken away. Now, as you can see here, they've stated that Terra Rebels are delighted to announce that the software release of v.0.5.21 is now live. So they've also put, just to confirm the term live for our validators and node partners, we mean that the software, as you can see, that update is available for download by validators and other node operators. Now, this means we now need to work together as a community to do it very politely, explain to them the situation about the Classic chain and how it's thriving and how we've got all these great projects coming back, you know, Deploy Starship, Meta Gloria, and there's just so many great projects on the chain. Now, I'm currently going through not a situation, but I've been contacted by a whale holder of LUNAPunks. Now, they're gifting us here on the channel a lot of NFTs for free. I've gone through, I've checked the validity of all of this kind of stuff. It seems legit. I'm just finalizing a few things, but they're ultimately being gifted to us here on this channel so we can auction them off in charity auctions where it will all go to burn, and then these people have a chance to own. If you don't know about, sorry, not CryptoPunks, LUNAPunks, sorry. If you don't know about LUNAPunks, the floor price for these were around 80 to 100 bucks pre-crash. Now, as you can see, these are in my NFT wallet on the Terra station, and that is because LUNAPunks themselves are on the Classic network. Now, if we go to their Twitter handle and we actually take a look, you will see that on the 7th of July, they committed to, as you can see here, 7th of July, the website has been updated, currently only working with the Terra Classic network. So kind of saying that they're only working with the Classic network. I would like to see them branch out on both chains, because ultimately both of these chains are there for people to use. As bad as a lot of people will see that, it's not always a bad thing, because they're both going to be there. Neither is going away, and we do always need to understand that. But this is a CryptoPunk, sorry, a LUNAPunk here. If you don't know what they are, like I said, they had a really good floor price before the crash. Now, we're going to be auctioning them off. We're going to figure it out. The floor price is obviously going to be nowhere near that for obvious reasons. And it's all going to be 50% will go to burn, 50% will go back to this whale holder of these NFTs. Now, this whale holder themselves are already burning a lot of LUNACLASSIC, because you can see that they are holding the 16th position here, and they're burning their staked LUNACLASSIC rewards. Why are they doing this? Because they just want to help the community. Why are they donating these NFTs? Because ultimately, they are a whale holder. They want to do good. They want to provide stuff for the community, and they really want to get involved in these burns. So going back now to Terra Rebels, if you don't know this, this is the official Terra Rebels handle. So do feel free to go over and pop it a follow. Validators, if you're having any problems implementing the software update, reach out to Vegas. If you can't get through to Vegas, reach out to me, and I'll always be able to guide you and get the right attention brought your way from the correct people, so to speak. I can always act as a middleman if you're struggling for getting your message across and things like that. But folks, we have to remember there's so many projects on the chain. I mean, so many projects. We've got all of these awesome projects that are still on the Classic net. If you go to swap coins, you can just see just how many coins are available on the Classic net still. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot for this chain. There's still 77 active validators as far as I'm aware. So like I said, we need to work on getting all of them back and getting their support, getting their trust, and getting them to accept the software update being produced, and that is available to them right now at any time for them to update to the new software update, which will bring the 1.2% burn tax and staking and delegating and everything like that back, as long as they get the percentage that they were saying. So we really are at the next hurdle of this. There really are things to do now for you folks as a community to go off and, like I said, apply pressure to all of these validators, but do it politely, okay? Always do it politely. So yeah, me saying about the 5-day thing, and there's a voting period of 7 days down here, like honestly I'm so silly sometimes, but yeah, there we go, we get over them hurdles. Let me know what you think about this format and stuff like that, folks. If the background beats are a little bit too much, if it's not enough, if you want it up a little bit more, if you want it something a little bit more mellow, something a bit more elevatory music, something like that. So yeah, but as to the movement, it's so good. It's just so good, and we just need to work on getting all of these projects and finding these new projects that are coming back to chain, and really do support them. Like Metagloria brought their whole project to the Classic network. It's important that we don't forget about any of these blockchains, and everything works on a consumption basis. It needs people consuming the coins or the NFTs and trading them, selling them and things like that. So we're going to be doing a lot more research into NFTs and things like that, getting them in the light and sort of explaining how buying an NFT at certain times can ultimately work out. And we can see that from the birth originally of this blockchain. And the only reason this blockchain crashed is because some awful person figured out a loophole in the governance. And this is the whole reason why we don't actually have governance working the way it should, because they did this through staking coins because of the amount of vote power they had. So it all ultimately falls back to this and the reason why they switched off the governance and everything like that. So 4095 really does bring back so much to this blockchain. Staking's going to create so much volume. There will be a huge FOMO event with staking. It's undeniable, and you'd have to be silly to not think that that's not going to happen if staking gets put online, because the first thing I'm going to be doing is sending all of my coins from crypto.com straight to the Terra station so I can keep staking them over and over again for passive income. Who does not want passive income in this day and age? I mean, it's just the best of the best, and it's one of those things in crypto that really does drive it, the staking. That's why Binance is so driven on their staking. That's why staking's a thing, liquidity pools and things like that. So folks, stay safe out there, beware of scammers. It's not financial advice, and we will catch you in the next one.